Good morning and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. This morning has been a bit of a thing. I was making tea this morning and my fresh milk had turned, so I was like, right, I have a carton of UHT milk, I will just use that. Don't know if you can see that, best before 9th of August. So, made my second cup of tea thinking there was nothing better to be done, and that one had turned as well. So I was not best happy. Got another carton out and made my third cup of tea this morning. So that got me to thinking, because as I had been walking about the kitchen, over at that side I have a shelf up on the wall and I've put quite a few bits of dehydrated food on it. And looking at it, I can see that that probably wasn't one of my better ideas. And let me show you why. Why you need to be very careful where you store things, because this kitchen is not the brightest. I have the blinds drawn most of the time so that the afternoon heat doesn't come in, or in some cases the evening cold during the winter. So it's not that there's bright sunshine being hitting these jars at all, but daylight in the kitchen has happened. So this big jar here, this is the oldest one. This is carrots and turnips that I dehydrated from the fresh prepared veg in the supermarket. That's the oldest one. That's the next oldest one. Now let me just bring this one back up. Okay, so that's the oldest one, and that's the next oldest one. And as you can see, the oldest one, pretty much you can barely tell the carrots apart now. This one you've still got a good chance. So then I went and looked in the cupboard. So again, this is the second oldest one. This one was done roughly about the same time with frozen veg. Look at the difference. Storage definitely makes a huge difference to what you're doing, where you store things, and as I say, it doesn't have to be direct sunlight. Say good morning, Raven, who's just been rolling in catnip. What can I say? And Raven's going back down now. So now I'm covered in catnip. Oh my goodness. So yes, the cat's gone back to the catnip that I put in the floor for her. She's having her best life. So yes, again, difference between stored in a dark cupboard, stored on a shelf, not in direct sunlight. It's a huge difference. I need to start using these now. The milk wasn't particular, it actually got lost in the shopping. It was stuck in the back of the van. So it's not that it was in daylight, but it was certainly in temperature fluctuations. So I didn't realise how big a difference that would make. But it actually just completely wrecked that carton of milk. It was unusable. And I think if I leave these much longer, they're not going to exactly be usable either. So yeah, your storage, how you store your food, is probably just as important as the food that you get to store. And due to the fact of it took me 3 cups of tea this morning to be able to get a cup of tea, I thought I would just let you know. So that's today's pearl of wisdom. Be careful where you store your food as well as what you store. See you later. I see you, Poopy.